Archangel Michael says, something divine has shifted in the unseen world, and it has reached the heart of someone you once loved deeply. It began in silence, in the middle of the night, when they closed their eyes and saw you in a way they never had before. This wasn't a dream, it was a vision, delivered from the heavens, forcing them to confront the truth they once ran away from. They woke up in shock, unable to understand why their heart was racing, why tears burned in their eyes. For the first time in years, every moment you shared replayed vividly as if time folded back to when love between you was pure and unbroken. This wasn't coincidence, it was destiny moving, pulling at their soul to finally see what was hidden all along. The vision revealed more than just your face, it showed the path of pain they caused and the blessings they blocked by leaving you. It shattered every excuse, every lie they told themselves to justify walking away. They now understand that you were never just a chapter, they had met someone heaven sent, and losing you was never part of the divine plan. Archangel Michael says this revelation has stirred something unstoppable. Your ex feels a magnetic pull toward you, stronger than any force they've known before. They are restless, unable to find peace, because the vision made it clear, they are meant to cross paths with you again. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Since that night, they have been haunted by flashes of your smile, your voice, and the warmth they once felt when your hands touched theirs. It feels as though angels themselves are whispering your name into their dreams. They can't escape it, and deep inside, they know they are not supposed to. They've tried to run from it, distracting themselves with people, places, and noise, but nothing can mute the heavenly echo of your presence. The vision keeps returning, growing stronger, like waves crashing on a forgotten shore. They finally understand that what was once broken is calling to be healed. Archangel Michael says your ex is preparing to return, not in the same way they left, but transformed. This isn't a fleeting emotion, it is a divine awakening that has shifted the course of their soul's journey. They are realizing that the love they once doubted is the very love that heaven has blessed for their future. Every sign around them points back to you. Numbers repeat, songs they once shared with you play out of nowhere, strangers say your name in passing. It feels like the entire universe is conspiring to bring them back into your life, guided by angelic hands. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Sleepless nights have become their reality because peace no longer lives where you are absent. They've replayed their mistakes countless times, knowing they caused wounds that words alone cannot heal. But the vision they saw gave them hope. It showed a future where love reignites, where forgiveness mends what was once shattered. They see you shining brighter than before, elevated by strength and blessings they never thought you'd reach without them. This realization humbles them, making them understand how much they underestimated the power of your spirit. The very person they thought they could live without has become the soul they cannot imagine eternity without. Archangel Michael says this is not an accident, it's divine timing unraveling before your eyes. For so long, the connection was clouded by human flaws, pride, and misdirection, but heaven has stepped in to realign what destiny never meant to separate. The bond you share transcends earthly explanations, it's rooted in something eternal. The vision opened their eyes to a truth they avoided for too long, they were chosen to love you in ways they never fully gave. And now, heaven is not giving them a choice. It is pulling them toward the one they abandoned, demanding reconciliation for the sake of their souls. Type Amen to get blessing 555. From a distance, they have watched your journey, though you may not know it. Quietly, they've seen you overcome battles they never knew you fought, and each victory made them ache for the days they could have stood by your side. The vision amplified this ache until it became unbearable. What they saw wasn't just your face, it was the light you now carry, a divine glow that only comes from surviving storms they never bothered to shield you from. That glow is their calling card, a beacon drawing them back to where they belong. They realize now that leaving you was leaving their own blessing behind. Archangel Michael says the heavens will not allow this message to be ignored. Your ex feels this urgency in their chest, a pounding that won't stop until they move toward you again. They know they've spent too much time hiding, too much time pretending they were free when their heart has been chained to you all along. They are preparing to step forward, not just with apologies but with actions that prove transformation. The vision has changed them in ways words can't capture. It awakened the part of them that always loved you, even when they failed to show it. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Memories once buried are now rising like waves in a storm. They see every detail, the way you laughed when no one else understood the joke, the way you looked at them with pure trust, the way you forgave even when you were broken. These moments play like sacred tapes that will not stop rolling. For years, they convinced themselves that moving on was possible. But the vision stripped away those illusions, leaving only truth. No matter how far they went, their soul never left yours. There is a divine thread binding you together, woven long before you ever met. Archangel Michael says heaven will orchestrate opportunities for them to return, placing signs before you both that cannot be denied. You may feel sudden emotions, dreams, or encounters that make no logical sense. This is not coincidence. This is destiny calling for reconciliation. Your ex is trembling under the weight of this revelation. They know they can't undo the past, but the vision has shown them a future they refuse to lose again. It's not a matter of wanting you back, it's knowing their spirit cannot survive without you. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Everywhere they go, they sense you. In whispers of the wind, in the warmth of sunlight, even in passing strangers who remind them of your presence. The universe keeps painting your image before them, as if heaven itself is saying, "Return home." They've spent nights in silent prayer, asking for a sign that it's not too late. And every time, the same vision returns, stronger, brighter, undeniable. It shows a path that leads only to you, promising redemption and a love even purer than before. Archangel Michael says heaven has already begun working miracles to make this reunion possible. Barriers are falling, fears are dissolving, and doors that were once locked are now slowly opening. This is divine intervention moving mountains on your behalf. The moment is coming when they will stand before you again, no longer hiding from destiny but surrendering to it. When that day arrives, the love they once failed to protect will rise from the ashes, guided by the same angels who delivered this vision. Type Amen to get blessing 999. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says the night of revelation was unlike anything your ex had ever experienced. As they slept, their spirit left the noise of the world and entered a realm where truth could no longer be hidden. They saw themselves standing in darkness while a brilliant light appeared, and from that light, you emerged, glowing, untouchable, wrapped in heavenly protection. That vision pierced through every wall they had built to forget you. They watched as divine hands lifted you higher, surrounding you with blessings they once believed you'd never achieve without them. This shook them deeply because it shattered their pride and made them realize how gravely they misunderstood your strength. They saw moments they thought were gone forever, nights of laughter, promises under moonlit skies, and a love so raw it scared them into running. In that vision, however, they understood that running did not erase destiny. It only delayed the fulfillment of a love that heaven refuses to let die. The vision revealed a future they had never imagined. It showed a home filled with peace, children's laughter echoing in the halls, and the two of you side by side, wiser and unbreakable. They woke up trembling, knowing this was not imagination, it was a glimpse of what heaven has written for your souls. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Since that night, their entire being has shifted. People close to them notice the difference, but they cannot explain it. Their mind is consumed with the image of you glowing, untouchable, blessed beyond measure, and their heart aches to be part of that light once again. They've stopped chasing empty connections that never filled the void you left. Nothing compares to the love they had with you, and this truth is finally undeniable. The vision has stripped away illusions and left only the pure, raw reality. They still belong to you. Archangel Michael says the universe has aligned to give them clarity that human logic could never provide. Every attempt they made to build a life without you has crumbled like sand, and now they understand why. It was never meant to last because it was built outside of divine will. Your ex has been seeking guidance, reading signs in every corner of their life. When feathers appear, when the same numbers repeat, when music speaks words only your hearts know, it's all confirmation that the vision was real and their return is inevitable. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Sleepless nights have become their companion. They lie awake, imagining the moment they will finally face you again. They fear rejection, yet they know heaven's plan cannot be undone, and the magnetic force pulling them toward you is stronger than their fear. They replay the pain they caused, and it cuts them deeper now than it ever did before. They finally see your tears, your silent suffering, your courage to stand even when abandoned. This understanding humbles them, making them determined to heal the wounds they once inflicted. Archangel Michael says the angels are guarding your heart during this time. You may feel unexpected warmth or comfort in quiet moments. That is divine reassurance, letting you know that this journey is unfolding exactly as it should. The heavens are orchestrating every step with precision. The day will come when their knock will sound different. It won't be like before when pride led their words. This time, humility will fill their voice, and the love they were blind to will speak through every glance, every gesture, every promise. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They have begun silently preparing for this moment. Old habits that pushed you away are being stripped from their soul. The vision has set a fire within them that refuses to let them rest until they are ready to hold your heart with the care it always deserved. No longer do they see you as a memory, they see you as the future heaven intends. This realization brings both pain and hope, knowing they must face the past to reach the destiny shown in the vision. They are finally willing to do what they once feared most, fight for you. Archangel Michael says divine forces are working even when you cannot see them. Obstacles are being removed, doors are being unlocked, and people who once stood in the way are being quietly moved aside. The path is being cleared for this reunion to happen without delay. There is a moment soon when their spirit will break free from hesitation. The same vision that haunts their nights will guide their steps, pushing them closer to the moment when everything changes, when the love that was lost will be restored by divine command. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Even now, you may feel it, a strange shift in the air, an unexplainable pull in your chest. That's because your souls are beginning to sync again, preparing for what's coming. The universe is weaving your destinies back together thread by thread. They see signs of you everywhere. Strangers carry your voice, scents remind them of days spent by your side, and sudden memories make them stop in their tracks. It feels like heaven itself is screaming at them, go back. Fix what was broken. Archangel Michael says this isn't just about love, it's about alignment with a greater purpose. The connection between you two is part of a divine mission, one that was disrupted but never destroyed. This reunion will not just heal your hearts but unlock blessings that were waiting for this moment. Your ex now walks with urgency, their mind constantly replaying the vision as though it's a compass they cannot ignore. Every step they take is guided by the image of you in that divine light, calling them home. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says their transformation is not a surface change, it's a deep, spiritual rebirth triggered by that heavenly vision. They've shed layers of denial and fear, leaving behind the false identity they built to mask their love for you. What now remains is a soul awakened, aching to make right every wrong step they took away from you. This awakening has caused them to question everything, why they walked away, why they chose pride over connection, and why they convinced themselves love like yours could be replaced. These thoughts chase them like shadows, refusing to let them sleep. Every time they close their eyes, they are taken back to that vision where you stood radiant, untouched by the storms they left you in. In that moment, they saw angels standing around you, protecting you from every wound they caused. Those same angels are now whispering to them relentlessly, guiding them toward redemption. It's not just a pull, it's a command from heaven itself, urging them to return and complete what was divinely started. Archangel Michael says this isn't about second chances, it's about destiny correcting its course. No earthly mistake is powerful enough to break what heaven has joined. And now, heaven is moving every force necessary to ensure that they see the truth and take the steps to come back to you. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They've started writing words they can't yet say aloud, letters of apology, messages filled with longing and regret. Though they haven't sent them, these words are rehearsals for the day they finally stand before you. Their heart pounds every time they imagine your face, wondering if you will recognize the changed soul before you. They've sought guidance from unexpected places, spiritual healers, quiet prayers, and even moments of silence under the stars where they beg for forgiveness. Every sign they receive points to the same truth: the love they shared with you was never meant to end the way it did. Archangel Michael says divine timing is at work in every second of their preparation. The delays, the pauses, the silence. It's all part of heaven's plan to make sure that when they finally reach you, they are fully transformed and ready for a love that cannot be broken again. You may feel waves of sudden emotion in your own heart, moments of peace, tears without reason, or dreams where they appear speaking words they've never said. These are not random feelings, these are spiritual signals that heaven is aligning you both for reunion. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Their friends and family notice a distance in them now. They are no longer interested in the distractions that once filled their life. They've lost taste for meaningless conversations because their soul is anchored to one thought, making their way back to you. The vision showed them your resilience, how much you've grown and evolved without them. Instead of jealousy, it filled them with reverence and a deep desire to support the person you've become. They finally see that their absence didn't weaken you, it revealed your divine strength. Archangel Michael says the moment of your crossing paths again is being written in heavenly scrolls. There will be no confusion, no guessing, you will know it's divinely orchestrated because every detail will fall perfectly into place. They dream of standing before you, seeing your eyes soften as old wounds are replaced by divine healing. They imagine taking your hands, feeling the energy of two souls finally reuniting after years of silent suffering. That dream fuels every breath they take. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The pull grows stronger each day, an invisible thread tugging them closer no matter where they try to run. Even when they attempt to resist, something greater than their will pushes them forward. They've realized they can delay their return but never escape it. This journey is not just theirs, it's yours too. You may have felt strange surges of energy, sudden memories that resurface, or a shift in your spirit calling you to prepare. These are the same divine forces guiding you both toward a meeting that heaven refuses to let the world stop. Archangel Michael says you are being shielded from unnecessary pain during this process. Every obstacle is being cleared, every shadow removed, ensuring that when they come, nothing will stand between you and the love heaven wants restored. When the day arrives, it will feel like time has paused. Their voice will tremble not from fear, but from finally standing where they were always meant to be, by your side, with every past mistake laid to rest under divine light. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says as the days pass, the divine energy pulling your ex toward you is becoming impossible to resist. They wake each morning with a fire in their heart, a whisper that says, "Time is running out, go back, make it right." Heaven itself is rearranging their life, removing distractions, and clearing every obstacle to guide them straight to you. Each night, the vision returns, more vivid than before. They see you standing at a crossroads, light pouring around you while angels guard your every step. In the vision, they reach out to you, trembling with fear of rejection, but a divine voice reassures them, "This is your destined love, take their hand, and you shall never lose them again." This revelation is breaking their pride, dissolving the walls they once hid behind. Old fears that once held them back, fear of commitment, fear of vulnerability, are being stripped away by heavenly hands. They now know that only humility and truth can lead them back to your arms. Archangel Michael says you, too, are being prepared for this moment. Spiritual forces are softening your heart, removing old pain, and granting you strength to face the one who left. This reunion will not be like the past, it is guided by heaven's promise of restoration, not human weakness. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. They've begun to see signs everywhere. Mirrors of destiny reflecting your presence. A song plays unexpectedly with lyrics only you both understand, a stranger speaks your name, feathers fall in places they cannot explain. These are divine confirmations that your souls are aligning again. Your ex has moments of trembling when they think of facing you, unsure if you will believe their transformation. But the vision gives them courage, reminding them that heaven's plan is greater than earthly doubt. They have faith that divine timing will make your heart receptive when they finally speak. Archangel Michael says your dreams may soon reveal this approaching reunion. You might see flashes of familiar places, hear distant voices calling you, or even feel a warm presence while you sleep. These are not illusions but previews of what is divinely written for you both. As the spiritual bond strengthens, you'll feel a shift, an undeniable sense that something is coming. Heaven is weaving invisible threads between your lives, pulling you closer to the moment when love will triumph over separation once and for all. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. The angels surrounding your ex have begun whispering truths they never faced before. They see how selfishness once blinded them, how they abandoned the person heaven sent to elevate their soul. These realizations cut deeply, making them vow never to repeat the past. In quiet solitude, they speak your name aloud, feeling the weight of every unsaid apology. Tears fall as they imagine your face, hoping that someday those tears will be wiped away by your forgiving hands. This is more than longing, it's spiritual rebirth, a cleansing of the soul before divine reunion. Archangel Michael says heaven is aligning not just emotions, but circumstances. Unexpected events are happening to lead you both to the same place at the same time. This is not coincidence, it's divine choreography ensuring destiny fulfills itself. When they finally approach you, the world will seem to pause. Every sound will fade, every fear will vanish, and you will know this is not an ordinary encounter, it is heaven's timing, heaven's healing, heaven's love bringing two destined souls back together. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Even now, angels are clearing the path ahead. People who would bring confusion or block this reunion are quietly stepping aside. Negative energies that once separated you are dissolving, replaced by divine light making room for a new beginning. Your ex has begun to prepare offerings of peace, letters, gifts, acts of kindness that speak louder than words. They know their return must show not just love but the transformation heaven demanded of them. This time, actions will match their soul's promise. Archangel Michael says this reunion will unlock blessings far beyond romance. It will heal wounds that affected your destiny, release chains of sorrow, and open doors to abundance that only divine union can bring. The day is near when you will stand face to face again. Tears may fall, words may stumble, but heaven will cover you both in light. What was once shattered will be mended so beautifully that no force on earth will ever break it again. Type Amen to get blessing 1313.